Welcome, everybody. This is Fantasy Football Today, presented by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas, and we are 90 minutes away from Week 2 beginning, if you don't count the Thursday game. We're definitely Week 2 has begun. We're 90 minutes away from the Sunday action, and we're going to talk about Monday Night Football, a game that's super late, and Brock Bowers and what to do at tight end. Good morning, Dave and Jamey. Yeah. What's up?
Somebody's excited over the Canes win over USF.
Yeah, you got the shirt on.
Hell yeah. Of course I'm excited. That was dominant. I thought USF would put up more of a fight, so it was good to see that. And I'm excited to see which players bounce back after a suspect week 1. I just got done watching the Bengals passing game against Cleveland. There was a lot of good stuff that the Browns defense did. Does it mean that it's going to be a bad game for Lamar Jackson? Absolutely not. But I do think that the Bengals have a chance to bounce back. They need to get their offensive line in order, though.
Jamey, who are you looking for as a bounce back this week?
Jared Goff and the Lions. Taylor Decker's fine. That's a good sign. So he's going to play. But really, it's the entire Lions offense after what was disappointing performance clearly in week 1. But I think that has as much to do with the Packers as anything else.
Okay, we're going to be answering your questions until 1 p.m. So send them in. They're already being sent in. Before we do that, let's talk about Brock Bowers. He is questionable, but Pete Carroll expressed optimism that he is going to play. Jamey, are you willing to take Pete Carroll at his word?
I mean, at this point, unless you feel comfortable going with one of the streaming options that we picked up, so from Harold Fannin to Jauan Johnson to, any of these other guys that are playing on Sunday, you can certainly take the safer route if you want to call it the safer route. I think the best thing you could do, though, is just pick up Michael Mayer if you have an opportunity to, carry both tight ends, and then you just plug in Mayer in case Bowers is out. But I would guess at this point, the fact that Bowers says he's going to play, the fact that Carroll says he's going to play, I'm just going to take the risk that if Bowers plays, I'm starting him. So at this point, I'm not worried about the Sunday guys. I'll try to cover myself for anybody on Monday. Remember, there's 2 games on Monday, so you have a few more options. Dalton Schultz, for example, if you want to, pick him up, or one of those guys. But in the case of in the case of Brock Bowers active, yes, I'm starting.
Dave, I think the other headline right now, we're seeing Quinshon Judkins may play 10 to 15 snaps. What does this mean for the Browns running backs against the Ravens?
It means that you shouldn't start them with any serious expectations. It's a tough matchup to begin with. Who knows how ready Quinshon is? Obviously, there's a number of runs that he could have or plays, I should say, rushing plays, where he would know where to go and which blockers to follow. It's not like it's his first day playing running back in his life. But I still think Dylan Sampson is the one you want to start in this offense. If you had to start one of them, I would try not to start any of them. And I think it's going to be a tough game for Cleveland to put up points. If they're going to move the ball, I think their better chance to do that against Baltimore is A, through the air, and B, through their receivers and tight ends, and not Dylan Sampson.
Just looking at some of the inactives that are coming out now. Witherspoon, 2 defensive backs for the Seahawks are going to be out. So
who is it? It's Witherspoon and who?
And their safety, Eamon Worry, I think it is, or whatever.
Eamon Worry, yeah, their rookie. Yeah, he got hurt last week.
So good news for Aaron Rodgers and, of course, for DK Metcalf. Oh, there was one other big one here.
Jauan Jennings and Trent Williams are active.
Yeah, they are active. They are active. So yeah, Jauan Jennings, over under 10 PPR fantasy points.
Under.
Oh, that's so funny. That's kind of what I projected. I think that's the expectation for him. So I'll say you nailed it. Not over, not under.
And Browns right tackle Jack Conklin is inactive. Giants left tackle Andrew Thomas is inactive. Tommy DeVito is inactive. Okay, let's get to the questions here. What's up, folks? Let's do it. What's up, Doc? Half PPR, Ridley, Walker, Mooney, pick 2. Mooney's active.
Walker and Ridley.
I'm with you. I think it's taking a risk to go with Mooney, but I do know that Vikings defense has some injuries that are going to hurt them. Specifically, Van Ginkel is out, so that hurts their pass rush. Okuda's out, but I don't know if that's necessarily a horrible thing for them. And Harrison Smith,
we don't know yet.
And Blake Cashman is on.
Yeah, sure. So that defense is a little beat up, and
very.
By the way, you could make the case for Mooney over Walker.
I said Mooney's active. I didn't mean that. He's expected to play. They play tonight. So.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, time to suck up to Adam. I agree. Always a good way to get your question read. PPR, Harold Fannin Jr. or Jauan Johnson?
Fannin.
Johnson.
Ooh.
Okay. Am I crazy to start Tetero and McMillan over Devontae Smith?
I think you are.
I'd start Smith.
Dave, you'd start Tetero?
No, I'd start Smith. I agree.
Oh,
I think you're crazy
okay.
to start Teteroa.
Okay,
Hey, do you know if Jaydon Blue is inactive again for Dallas? Has that come out?
I haven't seen. I will take a look.
Please do.
So, all right, we need Pearsall or Mason in half PPR.
Ricky.
Love Pearsall this week.
I like Pearsall this week.
Okay. Ken Walker or
David
Full Monty?
Montgomery.
Jaydon Blue is inactive.
Okay, so you can't stash him again. If you've got Jaydon Blue on your bench, you could keep him if you want to, but I would pivot. I've posted on X some other guys that you could stash. I would start Montgomery over Walker. Walker scares me, man. Just the way that he played last week makes me nervous.
Check on the platform you play on because there are certain sites. If a player is inactive, you can still stash them.
Oh yeah, you can put him on your IR.
IR.
Yeah.
Pearsall, Higgins, Tyreek, and Judy. We need to bench one. Ugh.
It comes down to Judy or Pearsall for me. I do have Pearsall over Judy.
Judy's the easy one to sit.
Jaire Alexander will be out for the Ravens today, by the way. So I don't know that anyone has more to prove this week than Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins in general. So, let's go, please. Pickens or DJ Moore?
Georgie.
Pickens.
Okay. Just seeing if there are any other major inactives before we move on. I don't see anything big here. All right. Help, please. We're here to help, Ryan. Calvin Ridley, Zach Charbonnet, or Quentin Johnston for flex?
In a 20-team league. Wowie, wow.
Pretty good options.
Yeah, I as much as I like Charbonnet, Ridley's who I like best of that.
I'll go Charbonnet.
And pick 2, Ridley, Pickens, Charbonnet, Johnston. He's got the same team in a 12-team league. How about that? Pick 2.
Good. You're picking the same players, the guys you believe in. I like that. Ridley and Pickens, please.
Pickens and Charbonnet.
Rodgers or Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Agreed.
Tyler Warren or Odunze?
What's the format?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I just feel better about Warren.
I do too, but if it's non-PPR, I think Odunze's touchdown potential is better. So,
All right. Well, it's half PPR.
I'll go Odunze.
Luke Luna. Should I keep Hunter Henry? You should keep Derrick Henry. Should I keep Hunter Henry for one more week and then drop him for Harold Fannin Jr.?
No, I would drop him now for Fannin Jr.
Should I give Tyreek Hill one more start over Pearsall, Keenan Allen, and Cooper Kupp?
You should drop Cooper Kupp for Harold Fannin. That doesn't really matter with Henry.
You should
for somebody else.
Start Tyreek over Keenan Allen and Cooper Kupp.
I would start Tyreek over Pearsall too.
I would not.
Tre'Davious Henderson or Alvin Kamara?
Alvin.
Is it PPR?
I don't know.
PPR, I would start Henderson. Actually, I'd probably start Henderson in all of them. No, non-PPR, I'd start Kamara.
And
That sounds so weird. You're really buying that Kamara's days of getting targets are over after one game.
No, I'm buying that Tre'Davious Henderson's role is about to expand and he may blow up this week. This is the week you want to be in on Tre'Davious Henderson against that Dolphins defense.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree. I just don't know if I want to bench Kamara for it. Like there are other running backs I would happily bench.
Right.
Kamara's still got plenty of upside.
I love the red question marks here. I mean, this is very helpful. It's really good stuff.
Now that you said that, you're about to get a billion of them.
I think it's great. I encourage it. Is Jordan Mason over DeAndre Swift too rich?
I think so for this week.
I do too, especially if it's full PPR.
Start one in half PPR. Ricky Pearsall, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Mason.
Okay.
That's it.
We'll agree on this one as Pearsall. Or at least I assume we'll agree.
I would go Pearsall.
Yeah.
Hampton or Henderson? Jacob.
I think I have Hampton higher.
Jacob talk tie. Brenton Strange, Njoku, or Mark Andrews, non-PPR?
Njoku.
I think I've got Strange the highest of the three. I will take Strange.
Oh, all right. Jerry Jeudy or Ricky Pearsall?
Ricky
Pearsall.
You guys are not so concerned about Mac Jones.
Oh, I am to a degree. I think, where do you have him ranked, Jamey? Ricky Pearsall?
Right around 20.
Okay, and I've got him right around 30. So, and it's not just Mac Jones. It's Jauan Jennings is back.
Right.
If Kendrick Bourne is active, I don't know if he is or if he isn't, but if he's active, that's a guy that's got time spent with Mac. Maybe they'll be on the same page. A little bit worried about those guys keeping the lid on Pearsall having double-digit targets. Let's just put it that way. Could he have the same amount of targets that he had last week? Sure. Will they be as good as what he had last week from Purdy? That's where I get a little nervous. So I would play it safe with Pearsall this week.
Pearsall's got 4 games in his career with at least 6 targets. All 4 of those games, he's been over 14 PPR points. So hopefully that small sample size carries over. I don't really worry about Jauan Jennings or Bourne so much this week. It certainly could be a factor, but I'm just not personally concerned for a guy that just signed with the team and a guy that's been dealing with the shoulder injury that who knows what his snap count will be. The thing that I expect and hope is that what we saw from Mac Jones last year with his number 1 receiver in the 6 games that he had down the stretch with Brian Thomas Jr., and again, not comparing the two, so I don't think, to Dave's point, I don't think we're going to get 10 targets per game. But what Thomas got from Mac Jones was 10 targets per game, 76 yards as the floor, and 7.5 receptions. So it's a pretty good situation to be if you're Ricky Pearsall right now, based on what Mac Jones may or may not do for him.
So you would say that that's the floor for Pearsall is 7 for 7?
No, I don't think that's the floor. I think that was the floor for his number 1 receiver last year. So again, I would dial back expectations because I don't think Ricky Pearsall is as talented as Brian Thomas. At least hasn't proven to be. But
6
anytime
is the floor.
I think if you just look at what his track record is so far in the NFL, when he's gotten targets, he's been productive. I don't think the secondary is one to fear. I don't think Mac Jones is as terrible as probably the public perception of him is. And so I think just from the standpoint of what he can do in this offense, it's really a belief in Kyle Shanahan. So it's a belief in Ricky Pearsall. It's a belief in Kyle Shanahan. And it's what we saw in that sample size as the starter for the Jaguars last year. He was peppering his number 1 guy.
Okay, work with me here. I'm trying to find common ground on the floor for Pearsall. 6 for 60 as a floor.
I don't know if he's going to get 6 receptions, so I would probably go 5 for 70.
5 for 60. 560 WQAM.
All right, but I think that's the number to keep in mind when you're weighing Pearsall versus some of these other receivers, knowing full well that he can blow that out of the water. But I would be surprised if he's below that. And so to me, that's the hallmark of a number 3 receiver, not a number 2.
All right. Well, but the hallmark, I don't get it. The hallmark of the number 3 receiver is that his floor is like 11 points.
You've got a good floor and someone who does have a ceiling, but you don't know if he can hit it given the changes to the 49ers offense. And Jamey's right. There's no reason to fear this Saints defense at all.
By the way, in once upon a time back in 2021, Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne combined for 800 yards. That was a really weird way to say it. But Kendrick Bourne had an 800-yard season in Mac Jones's rookie year with the New England Patriots.
Of all the conversations I thought I was going to walk into, Mac Jones' history with Kendrick Bourne was not what I was anticipating.
Not on the bingo card for you.
Okay. Hey, Heath, what's up?
It's an exciting day.
Well, I agree with
always are.
This guy. Adam is cool. I've been trying to say that. That's why I wear a Ralph Wiggum shirt. Ramondre Stevenson or Quinshon Judkins? It's bad boys. Is he saying it's bad, my running back decision? Or is he calling us the bad boys?
I think you can look at the choice he's making and infer.
Maybe
Also,
he's just listing what his favorite song from the 90s is.
Are you talking about bad?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I've got
Your song is from the 80s, I believe.
The original, but then isn't there like the rap remake? All right, you're going Stevenson. Yeah, I mean, look, Stevenson could take advantage of this Dolphins defense too. Pick 2, Abuka, Tyreek Hill, or T Mac and Cheese.
Those are good receivers.
I
think I'm sitting Abuka of that group, believe it or not. Nope, I've got Abuka 1 spot ahead of McMillan.
I do too.
Jamey, what fictional TV character starred in a fictional TV show called Mac and Cheese?
Joey Tribbiani.
There you go. Taekwon. How about this? Taekwon Thornton or Hassan Haskins in a 24 team league.
Thornton.
Taekwon.
This is why I quit our 2014 league. Thornton.
Heath, you've got nothing but the good ones. See you, Jamey. Jamey and Dave will be bouncing in and out, doing some.
I can say for there. Yeah, I got to get ready, but I'll stay on while I get ready.
I hope my lineups are the same. Nothing but the good ones. Dave, we don't want to watch you change.
Why not? I want to help the people. Let's go.
All right, PPR flex Ridley, Tillman, or Coleman.
Ridley.
Ridley. Keon's third. I'll be right back.
I'm a little nervous about Ridley against the Rams. I mean, after what they did with Nico.
None of those wide receivers are my top 30.
Man, when is Tillman? When do we just accept? Dave, how many points has Tillman averaged in his last 5?
18.1.
Is that right?
It's pretty close. And I think he has 16 plus in 4 of his 5. Why am I yelling?
No, you're not. You're good.
What?
Sorry.
This is a great moment in FFT history.
Who has higher upside?
A shirt?
Bad. Who has higher upside, Montgomery or Dobbins?
Montgomery. No, Dobbins.
I think it's Dobbins if you believe that they're not ready to give more work to Harvey. But this is a matchup where they could do exactly that.
I have them ranked back to back, but I have Montgomery 1 spot higher.
Odunze, Aaron Jones, or Harold Fannin, PPR?
I kind of want to go Fannin. Heath, do you want to compare notes on Fannin real quick and what we like about him?
He is awesome in every way. He's great after the catch. The Browns gave him 9 targets in their first game.
Yes.
They like to use him in a variety of different places all over the field. He has good hands.
He had a wildcat carry.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Puka Nakua's first game, and it was like, wow.
Harold Fannin is the Puka Nakua of this year. Many people are saying it. Aaron Jones is my answer to the question, though.
I would take Fannin.
I
don't think it's a 1-week thing.
I just, look, I hope it's not a 1-week thing, but it was the Bengals. They are the worst against tight ends, and there's a lot of mouths to feed there. Travion Henderson or Roma Dunze, PPR?
Trave.
I agree. And there are a lot of mouths to feed there. I can't help but think 2 things. Number one, I thought Fannin did his best against man coverage, and the Ravens play a lot of that. And the second thing is I expect the Browns to play from behind.
Can I tell you I'm sorry.
I think that's just going to lead to more passing and another high volume game for Flacco. And so it's not wrong to want pieces of the Browns passing game in full PPR. That's where I think Fannin wins.
For me, it was just the question we answered was a borderline number 2 running back against a low end starting tight end. Like it's pretty much always the running back for me.
Half PPR, Charbonnet, Ken Walker, or Keon Coleman. We need 2.
I'm sitting Walker.
I hate this, but I'm sitting Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, I know where you're coming from because you choose between Walker and Charbonnet, you could get it wrong. You're going to get good production probably from either Walker or Charbonnet. At least you got to feel that way. The Steelers' run defense was horrible last week. They're still missing Derek Harmon up front. So that's the kind of cowardly way to do it, but it makes sense. That's what I would do also, but not Dave. All right, a lot of text here. I need a running back 2 and a wide receiver 2 and non-PPR. Cubs, Swift, or Stevenson?
It's Swift.
Chubb, Swift, or Stevenson?
I agree. Sit.
Coleman, T-Mac, or Olave?
T-Mac.
Agreed. I'll see you guys in a little.
All right, Dave. Adam, you are smart and handsome. All right, let's get to our next question then. Oh, there's a question. Start 2, Walker, Swift, Javonte, Harvey.
Feels like old times, doesn't it? Sunday morning, just you and me?
Yeah.
Swift and Javonte.
You would be appalled at the amount of leagues I'm starting Javonte Williams in. It's
how many of those are you sitting Isaiah Pacheco for him?
At least 2.
I haven't given my Brock Bowers take on this morning's show, so I should probably do that.
Go ahead.
Because everybody knows I've got Brock Bowers on 40% of my teams. I was able to pick up Michael Mayer in every one of those leagues but one. And that would be my suggestion to you. If you have Brock Bowers and you don't know whether to wait, I dropped Trevor Lawrence for Michael Mayer. I dropped Taj Brooks for Michael Mayer. Drop the worst player on your team for Michael Mayer. If you can't do that, because there was one league where Mayer was not available, my only other choice was Harold Fannin, who I do kind of like, but I am planning on just running Bowers out there.
All right, I have another question for you. We have on YouTube, we have 3,403 people watching.
Mhm.
How many likes do we need before we answer more questions? We're currently at 325 likes.
Before you even said what we were at, 680 was the number. Like 20, we should have 20% of, like, if 20% of the people who are watching do not like the show, then why are we doing it?
I would agree. So at least 20% of you should like it. That means 80% of you might not like it, which would be bad. But at least 20% of you could be hitting that like button. So 680 likes.
Ooh,
so
that's interesting.
What do we got?
This will affect the projections just a little bit, and I'll try to make these updates while we talk. But the Bills Jets line has fallen from. You have to use one site, so I use FanDuel for mine because it's the easiest to access. Has fallen from 6.5 to 5.5. So money coming in on the Jets with Ed Oliver and Teron Johnson out.
Oh, I didn't even realize Teron Johnson was out.
Let's make sure that's correct.
Tre'Davious White is playing, but I don't know that that's really a big deal.
Teron Johnson inactive.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting. What about Josh Reynolds? Okay, we're at 771. Let's answer some more questions.
Josh Reynolds is not playing, so maybe is Alan Lazard active? Is it Alan Lazard week?
Maybe. Oh, bench one: Ridley, Hunter, Quentin Johnston.
I would bench Quentin Johnston.
Wasn't it nice last week when we got the Travis Hunter is going to play a lot at wide receiver report? I wish we would get that every week.
Yeah, that would make it easier.
Sit one: Walker, ETN, Devontae Smith, and Pickens.
Walker, ETN, Devontae, and Pickens. I'm sitting a half PPR. I would probably sit Pickens, but I think most people will sit Walker. So
Pickens is not as automatic of a start to me as he might be, and it doesn't sound like he is for you either.
No,
you're projecting, I'm assuming, low pass volume for Dak.
No, it's just that I was low on target volume for Pickens compared to everyone else because he's never really been a high target guy. And then he had an even lower target share last week than I anticipated. So in my full PPR rankings, George Pickens is wide receiver 34, one spot ahead of Ricky Pearsall.
I think he drew a long pass interference in that game last week, if I recall. Feels like it's been a month, but he doesn't get a lot of targets. He hopefully, can be like a high yards per target guy. Okay, so Triston says, Adam, you're the GOAT and the only theoretical statistician in fantasy. Yeah, I own that. Also, standard PPR is, a lot of people say that. It's kind of like you're two different formats there. So I'm assuming you mean PPR. Flex, Swift, Pickens, Odunze, or Keenan Allen.
It's going to be Swift for me.
Please pick two in half PPR. Hollywood Brown, Jerry Jeudy, Jameson Williams.
So I'm definitely, wow, those guys are all actually pretty close for me. Let me look. I've got Jeudy one spot ahead of Brown, and I have both of them ahead of JMO.
Oh. We are missing the E in Jeudy and the S in Williams. So just, get that right. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Shannon. All right, pick two for flex. Devontae Adams, Tedero McMillan, Booty, Olave, Hampton. Ooh, man.
Full PPR, I'm going Devontae and Teroa.
Busted. Come on. I don't disagree, but I need something from Hampton this week. We all need something from Hampton this week. Harvey or Chubb?
Chubb.
I'm really hoping that week 2 is the week where the rookie running backs just become good. Pickens, Pearsall, Hubbard, pick 2. I'm sitting Pickens.
I actually have Pickens one spot ahead of Pearsall.
In half PPR? Oh, that would
And
be better for-
neither one of them are going to catch a lot of passes, probably. The thing that scared me the most was looking at the first 3 quarters of that 49ers game.
Mhm.
Jauan Jennings played more snaps, ran more routes, had more targets than Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And he was coming off an injury then, too.
There were 3 things like that. There was that game. There was Stephon Diggs leading the Patriots in targets when he was actually on the field. He played roughly half the snaps. And then I would say the Bills' fourth quarter. Keon Coleman had 3 targets going into the fourth quarter of that game. They all sort of sit in the back of my mind. ETN or McMillan, half PPR?
Would love to just do a full stream on the things in the back of Adam's mind. I'll go ETN.
Someone asked me earlier in the chat. I didn't see it. I didn't put it up, but how's my, I think, serve and volley game going? Oh boy, I've been playing some pretty bad tennis lately because I'm playing like once every week and a half, and it's just been awful. So I got to get back out.
Have you done what I suggested?
No. What was it again?
Have your coach just stand at the net.
Yeah.
I don't want you to play any real tennis until you can defeat the net game.
Yeah. I just lob it.
Just work on your lobs and returns when someone's at the net.
I should do that. Jerry, Judy, Hollywood Brown, or Ridley?
It'd be Judy for me.
First question of the year. All right. Need a wide receiver.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. You're welcome, Heath. DJ Moore, Ibuka, Judy, Charbonnet, Ken Walker. We need a wide receiver and a flex.
Full PPR, I would go Ibuka and I would go DJ Moore.
Oh, interesting. Over Judy. So it seems you like Ibuka this week.
I have him right around wide receiver 24.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this enough. I think there's a decent chance that Derek Stingley's going to be on Mike Evans. Could be a nice opportunity for Emeka Ibuka. Standard scoring, Devontae Adams or DJ Moore?
It will be Adams.
And that is who Derek Stingley shadowed last week. So we're hoping for a bounce back from Adams. Trevor Lawrence or Caleb Williams, 4-point?
It's Caleb for me in 4 or 6.
Okay. Charbonnet, Pacheco, or Dylan Sampson, half PPR?
Ooh, half PPR, I'll go Charbonnet. If it's full, I'd go Sampson.
Judkins or Pacheco?
I get to say that I prefer Isaiah Pacheco in a match this year.
Yeah, I would also. I'm sorry about the B being the reason you drafted Pacheco. I would also start Pacheco over Judkins. So where do you have Judkins on the report that he could play 10 to 15 snaps?
He is currently RB 38.
Okay. Tired of asking, LOL. Yeah, look, honestly, I appreciate everybody being here and asking here. So,
did we get enough likes?
Yeah, we're at almost 1,000 now.
Oh, great. Thank you, guys.
We get so many questions, and I miss so many of them, and I am sorry. But Walker, Dobbins, or Travis Hunter, full PPR?
So I would go Walker. I'm just going to leave it there. I think Dobbins is probably the safest one, but
yeah, it is tough. Well, I thought you'd go Hunter.
I'm just a touch spooked by him playing more defense.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Javonte Williams or Teteroa McMillan?
In full PPR, I'll go Teteroa.
Yep, me too, as the guy who's starting Javonte Williams in 4 or 5 leagues. Ricky Pearsall, Olave, Judy, and Keenan Allen, start 3.
So I'll sit Keenan Allen.
Very interested to see the Chargers today.
Yes.
Or tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, maybe on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I'll stay up, but I'm not happy about it. Odunze, Keenan Allen, Montgomery. Pick one.
It's really just a disaster of a situation for me. I'll go with Odunze, but my son has an open gym at 6 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh.
And he's still 10 days away from getting his license. So we got to leave the house at 5:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
And a 10 o'clock start with the Raiders Chargers. It's a disaster.
All right. So you watch the first quarter of the first half. You watch the condensed game on NFL.com.
Yeah.
It's a total of 40 minutes typically. If you knock out the first quarter, you're talking 35 minutes. You think you're fine. You got 30 minutes to watch that game. You answered this?
Yeah, I said that I would start Montgomery.
All right.
No, I said Adunze. I'm sorry. Adunze.
Colin says I'm giving off Jake Gyllenhaal vibes. I get that all the time. Thank you, Colin. At the gym, I get that. Flex, Juju, Njoku, or Walker?
I did not anticipate telling a lot of people to start Ken Walker this morning, and I don't like it, but I would.
Okay. Adam, I do look just like Pittman or Allen?
Allen. These guys know how to get their questions answered.
They sure do. Baker or Fields, and Jaylen Warren or Ken Walker, half PPR?
Fields by a lot for me. Warren by a little for me.
Drake May or Dak?
I do not have Drake May in my top 15 quarterbacks, so it'll be Dak, who is number 8 for me.
Oh, how come?
He wasn't good. He wasn't good last week.
He wasn't.
He was good for fantasy last year because he averaged 8 yards per carry. I don't think their receivers are very good.
Yeah, he scored almost 18 points. Not bad, but he did that on 46 pass attempts.
And I think if the Dolphins offense continues to be awful, which I don't expect it will be, Tua, I have ranked ahead of Drake May this week. But if the Dolphins offense is terrible, I think Mike Vrabel is going to tell Josh McDaniels we're running the ball 35 times.
That'd be nice not for May. Ferguson or Fannin, PPR?
Fannin.
Frank in the chat. I'm stuck, please. I have Bowers. Would you drop Sampson or Addison for Michael Mayer or roll the dice?
Oh, Andy's 0-1.
I wouldn't drop Addison.
I think I'd probably, assuming you're not starting Sampson, this might be the last week that you even want to consider that. If you were 1-0, I would roll the dice, but at 0-1, I'd probably drop Sampson for Mayer.
Half PPR, Pacheco, Ken Walker, or Charbonnet?
Charbonnet.
Start 2 in flex. Emeka, Etienne, Harvey, Henderson.
So Etienne is ahead of Henderson for me. So Henderson, he said half PPR, no, full PPR. So I've got him at 12.4. I've got Emeka at 12.9. So I'll go Emeka and Etienne.
Yeah, me too. All right. Go with the ease. Etienne or Hampton, PPR? Etienne. Wonderful. Great draft pick, Amari Hampton. Sit 1 in PPR. Sutton, Garrett Wilson, Pickens, Ibuka.
I would sit Pickens.
Yep. Oh, Heath and I just simpatico.
Lockstep.
Dobbins or Ridley?
I checked our team that we share this morning and couldn't even find a lineup change that I would make.
Agreed.
Yeah, half PPR.
That's not good. That's not.
What?
That's not.
We're in too much of agreement now.
No, it's not. It's not good that we don't have an option on our bench that's so enticing that it makes us wonder.
Well, you dropped Cooper Kupp, Ridley.
I'm sorry, you drafted Cooper Kupp. We're gonna reset here at 12:05 p.m. Eastern. So if you are just tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Fantasy Football Today, presented by BetMGM. The big news is really about Brock Bowers. About 15 minutes ago, Heath gave his take that he's trying to pick up Michael Mayer. There are also, if Michael Mayer's added, there's also Tyler Conklin, Dalton Schultz, and Kate Otten who play on Monday night.
The real problem is if you have Brock Bowers and you don't find that second option, you could be slow dancing in an empty room.
Is that from something?
John Mayer.
I'm not really a John Mayer guy. Phenomenal guitarist, though, I'll tell you. So yeah, that was a great joke. I wish I had gotten it. So we're kind of meaning that he's going to play. Jamey said that earlier. He says he's going to play. Pete Carroll says he's going to play. But Pete Carroll is a historically unreliable coach when it comes to taking him at his word. So try your best to get Michael Mayer on your team. And then Quinshon Judkins, we are sitting. Where are you at on Darnell Mooney and Jauan Jennings?
They are not in my top 48. I would start, you asked me this morning and I had a blank look on my face, but I would start Jauan Jennings over Darnell Mooney. The bigger news there is that Ricky Pearsall for me moves from a high-end wide receiver 3, borderline wide receiver 2 to wide receiver 35 in full PPR behind Marquise Brown, behind Ridley, behind Pickens. And Kyle Pitts moves from a maybe you want to start him this week to I don't.
Yep. I dropped him for Hunter Henry in a league. I don't know why. I kind of want to start Hunter Henry this week, but But look, it was a great week for streaming tight ends. It was a great waiver wire week. Hopefully they come through. Swift or Henderson?
Swift.
Pick 2, Keenan Allen, Jordan Mason, Tyler Warren, and Travis Hunter.
I do not like it when you guys ask me to compare tight ends to running backs and wide receivers. That is not something I'm accustomed to doing, but I would start Tyler Warren and I would start Jordan Mason.
Okay. Ingram or Fannin?
Oh, Fannin.
Okay, you sure?
FOE.
The thing about Ingram is I'm not clear what his snap percentage is going to be. It was very low last week, but there was an injury. But I honestly feel like it was also low because they were rotating in 2 other tight ends.
I also think that one thing you can be certain of is that both his ADOT and his yak per reception are going to be low.
I don't know about the yak. Definitely the ADOT. Why are you so sure about the yak? I feel like last year was an enigma, if I recall.
Yeah, first off, he was 30 last year. He is 31 now. And I think he has had a good yak season before, but in 2023, it was 4.5 yards after the catch. He's had 1 season over 5 since 2019, which is pretty bad since his ADOT's usually around 5.
Yeah. Okay. Flats or drums?
Always flats.
What are the flats? Which ones are
flats? Have 2 bones. Drums have 1.
Chicken wing flats. Chicken flats. Wingettes.
Adam prefers his boneless, so he doesn't like either one of these choices.
That's not true. No, it's the drums. The drums are so much more fun to eat.
And flats are the answer, though.
But the drums have a handle. They have a handle, and they have a big. You can take a big chunk.
Okay, wait. Are you eating a turkey leg now or a chicken wing?
I'm thinking of I guess more of like a turkey leg look.
Right. Chicken wings or the drums are about the same size as the flats. They're pretty much the same size.
It's easier to eat.
They are slightly easier to eat with worse meat.
Okay. Keon Coleman, Hollywood Brown, Jamison Williams. Who are you sitting?
Keon.
I got to tell you, I am going to start very much prioritizing the ones that have the color coding and the chicken. I love this great stuff.
Every single chat is going to use that now.
I hope they do. You two are the flip of Dumb and Dumber. Smart and smarter. Yes, thank you. Higgins or Pickens?
Who do you think's smarter? I'm going Pickens.
Start Tillman or Hopkins?
Tillman.
In a pickle. I am definitely not going to prioritize any questions that ask about pickles because they're
big fan of pickles.
The worst food ruiners. All right, we going Seahawks running backs or Pacheco at a Seahawks running back?
I would pick the Seahawks running backs.
I guess I would too. Olave or DJ Moore, Tongus or Loveland?
Moore. Oh gosh. Why are you choosing between Tongus and Loveland?
I think I go Loveland.
They are currently my tight end 24 and 25. I have Tongus a little bit higher.
I think it's Tongus. I meant to look that up all week.
Tongues.
It's pronounced Tonhis. Devontae Adams or Emeka Obuka?
Adams.
Do you think Steve Figley? Look at that picture.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
That's a selfie.
Give me the fantasy analyst that he looks like. I think it's pretty clear.
Oh,
he's a dead ringer for.
Is it Jake Seeley?
Yeah, he is. That is Jake Seeley.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here, Jake Seeley, asking us for advice? Dylan Sampson, Ken Walker, or Jordan Mason?
In PPR, I would go Sampson.
Dinesh needs a wide receiver and 2 flex from this group that I'm not going to read. Thank you for the red question, Mark.
I will go with Wilson as the wide receiver. And in full PPR, I will also take Warren and Judy.
Okay. Pick one, says Daniel. Judy, Pittman, Pickens, and Moore.
DJ Moore for me.
What is this? I don't get how y'all have Warren over Sampson. He had 20 touches. Explain.
Did he?
No, he did not.
Okay. So there you go. Explain, JC.
I don't think he did. Dylan Sampson, I thought he had like 14 touches.
I was
17.
thinking 16.
Oh, he did have 20 touches.
Wow, JC. Good
AC,
call.
smarter and smartest.
Yeah. So it's a good question.
Judkins, I mean, is the first answer.
What?
Judkins is the first.
Judkins is the first answer. Also, the difference between facing the Bengals and the Ravens.
Yeah. Now, the Ravens give up a lot of production to pass catching running backs. They did last year, and they did in week 1. So it's possible Sampson is involved there, but he wasn't the third down back. So there's no guarantee that he's going to get 7 catches of his 8 on first and second down again. Plus, he had 12 carries for 29 yards against the Bengals. Pick 2 in full PPR: Pearsall, Charbonnet, Odunze.
I would go with Charbonnet, and I lost my projection sheet here. I found it. I have Pearsall a little bit ahead of Odunze.
Half PPR: Evan Ingram, or it's Harold Fannin.
It's Harold Fannin, FOE.
Harold Fannin, FOE. Nope.
Well, it started off as Fannin over everyone.
Oh,
when it was the waiver wire, and here it's Fannin over Ingram.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know how many people would agree with that, but
we technically have the same mic. It's just one of us sits a little higher at the desk than the other one.
I don't think I could raise this chair. Drop Chubb, Mooney, Braylon Allen, or Tootin.
So I think my answer would probably be Braylon Allen, or be Mooney in a vacuum. But if you have Chubb and Tootin on the bench also, then I'd probably, I don't want to drop any of those guys. What do you think, Adam?
I'd probably drop Tootin.
Yeah,
I don't know. Allen or Tootin. Flip a coin. I can't. If being Adam is cool, then consider me Miles Davis.
Your name's Tom, not Adam.
Do you know that move, the reference?
Yes.
Okay. Jaylen Warren or Dylan Sampson? Oh, PPR. Did you know Dylan Sampson had 20 touches last week?
In half PPR, I'll still take Jaylen Warren.
From Nicholas, he smashed the like button. Well, don't break it. Mason, Warren, or Hollywood standard scoring?
So standard Mason gets a boost, and that would be him for me.
Okay, so we've got 3,800 people watching on YouTube. We've got how many likes? 1,100 likes. Let's get to 1,400.
I think, yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, I have one lineup decision that I could use help with.
Oh, I do too.
Okay. I have, I think it's Darnell Mooney or Tyrone Tracy.
Mooney or Tracy?
Yeah.
That is not difficult for me. I would say Tracy.
What about RJ Harvey?
I would say Harvey.
Okay.
Over Mooney. Yeah. Tracy over Harvey.
What about Bryce Young or Cam Ward?
I thought you said you had one.
It's the same team.
Bryce Young.
All right, what's your...
Sounds like a really good team.
Oh, it's your dynasty league.
It's half PPR.
Your dynasty.
You got to have the number one coach rating in that league after starting Quinton Johnson and Javonte Williams against me last week. Half PPR, I have Rashid Shaheed versus Jauan Jennings or Jake Ferguson.
I'm going to go Jennings. But you like Shaheed better.
The only thing I'm certain of is that I'm going to get that wrong.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. We're all going to get all of these wrong. No doubt. Thanks for being here, everybody, by the way. 1.2K. We need to get up to 1.3 before we answer another question. I am starving. I have this banana. I wanted to finish it before we went on. I didn't get a chance. I'm not going to eat it on the air. I've done that before. I think it's not right, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I had some chicken and sweet potatoes and green beans right before I came on.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It was.
You said you had chicken what and green beans?
Sweet potatoes.
Interesting the way you say potatoes instead of potatoes.
Well, they're sweet.
Okay. Well, we didn't get to 1.3, but that's okay. We'll have to earn it, because I do want to answer your questions. Thank you for being part of the 1.2. Oh, we're at 1.3. Waddle, Dobbins, Odunze, or Tillman. Pick one.
You can't parent like this. You set consequences. You got to follow through with them, or they won't believe you.
Yeah.
So I would go with Waddle.
I have made so many empty threats to my kid. I know it's bad. I know it. I've had this talk with the wife. Like, I got to stop doing this. Have PPR. Sit Pickens, Diggs, or Coleman.
I would sit Diggs.
Trade Braylon Allen for Brian Robinson Jr. Just look at that picture.
That's fantastic. Was that a bet you lost?
Yeah, I think so.
Which one was that? Was the Minshew versus Daniel Jones bet? Maybe.
No idea.
I would rather have Brian Robinson.
Two choices: Strange or Ferguson, and then Harvey or Coleman.
Ferguson and Harvey.
I really don't think Sauce Gardner is going to shadow him, by the way, Coleman. That doesn't mean that your answer is wrong, but just as an aside, I've seen a lot of guys shadow a lot of guys, and it's Keon Coleman. I don't think has earned that yet.
Well, another thing is, no offense to Keon Coleman, but his specialty is not exactly getting open. You could have a lot of people cover him, and they're probably going to be in the same general vicinity. Maybe just put the tall guy on him.
Yeah, and I just think like it's just not going to be a 40+ pass attempt game.
I'm glad you decided not to eat the banana in the middle of the show.
So hungry. I'm just so hungry. This question I can't answer.
I would rather have Addison than Golden rest of season.
It's getting a little ridiculous, all the love, but I appreciate it. Dashing Adam and Heath. If you compliment both of us, that's fine. All right, it needs to be a huge compliment for everyone. Need 3 in full PPR. ETN, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, James Conner.
I like the fact that you're getting embarrassed over all the compliments you're receiving when they're all clearly just to get you to answer questions. I would sit ETN. I just can't believe all this love I'm getting. It's embarrassing, guys.
Who are we flexing here? Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams, or Keon Coleman?
Not Keon Coleman, for sure.
Yeah.
I have Devontae Adams just ahead of Devontae Smith, but I would not argue on that one very much.
What is wrong with having a half-eaten banana on your desk? It's in the peel. It's not like I have the banana just sitting on the desk, the edible part. Yeah, so back off. Mahomes or Goff, and then Pearsall, Henderson, Pickens.
So I'll go with Henderson for the flex. I have Mahomes one spot ahead of Goff. I think I'm the low guy on Goff this week, though. So, which this year probably.
Okay. I clicked the like button. T. Higgins or Cortland Sutton? Prove it, Chad.
T.
Jamison Williams or George Pickens?
Pickens.
Hunter Henry or Jauan Johnson, PPR. I actually made this decision this morning in my Kyle Pitts league. I dropped him for Henry. I do share this team, so it was a mutual decision, but it was a very difficult one. I certainly understand going with Johnson. Who would you go with?
I would go with Johnson.
Fannin or Isaiah Pacheco, PPR?
Fannin.
Okay. Fine.
You're going to say Pacheco?
No. Pacheco has a lot to prove. Sampson or Mason, PPR?
Sampson in full PPR only.
Herbert or May, Tyreek or Diggs?
Herbert and Tyreek, and neither of those are very close for me.
Yeah, agreed. Pumpkin pie is the best pie. Coleman or Pearsall, full PPR?
Pearsall.
If you can be the best at something that is already just bad, this is still a bad take. Pumpkin pie is one of the worst pies I've ever had, but pie in general sucks. Adam, grab a cinnamon raisin. Fannin or Njoku?
I still have Njoku a little bit higher.
I would kill for like a bagel. What would I put on that bagel? I would put like grilled chicken on a plain bagel with tomato and cheese. Okay. Ibuka or Mac Jones in Superflex? Eat the banana.
And it's 4 points per pass touchdown. So Mac Jones I have Mac Jones.
Dylan, I appreciate your support. Yes, my hair is definitely better than Dan's. It's not even a compliment. It's just a fact. Ibuka, Pollard, or Pickens?
My hair is terrible right now, but it looks okay on this show, so that's good. I would go Pollard.
It's good. Sit one, JMO, Moore, Pearsall.
I would sit JMO.
Whoa. $50 to the charity of your choice. Full PPR, pick 2. Hunter Henry, Jake Ferguson, Strange, Keon Coleman.
I would go Ferguson, and I would go Keon and St. Jude, please.
There you go. Henderson or Hampton?
Henderson.
Oh, he got engaged?
He did.
Nice. So, yeah, I think we're kind of feeling this Henderson breakout. I don't think you can just bank on it. Like, there was a question earlier. I'd be curious to see where you were. They debated a little bit, Dave and Jamey, Henderson versus Kamara. Because Dave is saying, yeah, I see the optimism for Henderson, but not quite ready to start him over Kamara.
I agree with that.
Okay. PPR, Fields.
I'm going to go with Fields. And it's PPR, which is fantastic because, you know, he if you saw the thing Ben Gretsch posted about, he asked AI for who had the longest touchdowns in week 1. And none of the AI answers were correct. None of the players that he gave were players who scored long touchdowns. But the funniest one was the long touchdown reception by Justin Fields.
So listen, I got a huge matchup this week against this guy, Mike, who did the auction with me. He's in my softball league, and he was sitting next to me, I think, for the auction. And I saw what he was doing. He was using Chat GPT for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he scored the most points in the league. Let me see his his lineup here. He scored the most points in the league week 1. I lost week 1. And I'm playing him this week, you know, fantasy guy versus Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 25 points. I started Jordan Love. I have close to 25 points. He has 10. Like, oh, got off to a great start. He started Romeo Dobbs. Like, I'm so mad about that. But he was making the most outrageous bids. He bid on DeMarcus Robinson in a 12-team league. I'm like, okay, he's suspended for a DUI, but sure. I can't lose to him. I don't want to look at his team. I don't want to look at his team because I don't want to know what I'm up against. Heath said Hampton over Henderson and Henderson over Hampton. What is going on? Is that true?
Well, maybe one of them was full PPR and one of them is half PPR.
That's true. So what do you got there?
I have Hampton over Henderson in non-PPR. I have Hampton over Henderson in half PPR. I have Henderson over Hampton in full PPR.
L take on Adam saying pie sucks. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a lot of agreement there. It's just cake is so much better. But start 2, Pearsall, McMillan, Henderson, Judy, Travis Hunter, Booty, Fannin.
Oh my gosh, it's so many names.
Yeah.
No wonder I sometimes say 2 different things.
McMillan
and Henderson.
I don't hate that. Henderson, Pearsall, and Judy are tied for me. I'd probably go Pearsall.
Yeah.
Are we really starting Charbonnet over Walker in half PPR?
I have them, like, honestly, I say this sometimes because I want to make the point. I have a very low degree of confidence in choosing between those 2 guys. They're projected for almost the same exact thing.
Look at Russell Pernell. This one's a little bit more of a stretch. Which former CBS Sports, what former colleague do you think he looks like?
Is it Nando?
I think he looks like Nick Costos.
Okay. I can't actually see that picture very big.
Nick Costos, what are you doing here? Baker or Dak Prescott? 4 point.
I'm like the lowest guy in the industry on Baker this week, so I'll go Dak.
Okay. Swift or Ridley?
Swift.
Just expand on that real quick because I have to queue up a soundbite.
Yeah, I mean, both really disappointing efforts from both of them in week 1. I think Swift's matchup gets a little bit better going from the Vikings to the Lions, and he at least had a lot of volume, and I'm just going to go with the running back.
Okay. He says potassium is important, and he also says, give me a break, loser, and then flex Hampton, Moore, or Pearsall.
My potassium levels are a little bit high, so I have to be careful not to eat too many bananas.
Really?
So it is important, but like all things that are important, you don't want to have too much of it. Just your health PSA from Heath today. I would go DJ Moore.
And Dacker Fields, 6 point.
I love both of these guys, but I'm going Dak.
I switched to Fields midweek. I was Dak, then I switched to Fields. I am a little worried about the pass volume for the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know who tennis champ Adam is. It's not me. Herbert or Baker? Pollard or Sutton?
Herbert and half PPR Pollard Sutton's probably pretty interesting. They're both going to be right around 13 points, but I will go Pollard.
Tua or Geno, full?
Tua for me. Bounce back for the Dolphins.
Pearsall or Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek. Bounce back for the Dolphins.
Aaron Jones or Stephon Diggs?
Aaron Jones.
Fannin or Henry?
Fannin. FOE.
FOH. Bo Nix or Michael Penix?
Nix.
DJ Moore, AJ Brown, Darnell Mooney, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs. We need to bench 2.
I would bench Mooney and Diggs.
Shakir or Johnston in a guillotine league? Chop, 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 chop.
I guess Shakir's probably a little bit safer if you're just worried about not finishing last. He's also higher in my projections, so I would go with Shakir.
Dak or Mahomes?
Dak.
I'll go Mahomes. Pearsall, Waddle, Sampson.
Waddle. Bounce back Dolphins.
I'll go Pearsall. Bagels. Would love those. Need 2 in full PPR. Pollard, Hollywood, Evans, Javonte Williams.
I do not like bagels in my fantasy lineup. Would like 0 bagels
good point.
today. I would go Evans and Javonte.
How are the bagels
Or Evans and Pollard. I'm sorry.
How are the bagels in Missouri?
This is not going to surprise you. I am not a bagel guy.
That does surprise me.
I don't eat a lot of bread.
Oh, I guess that's true. Bagels aren't really bread, though. Bread is like a slice of bread. Bagels are different.
I don't eat a lot of bread products.
Just wanted to see the reaction I'd get from that one. Let's check in on our likes here. 3,775 people watching. People watch on the way, man. 1.4K likes. We can do better than that. Let's get to 1.6 people, or we will never answer a question again.
What is our record for likes on a Sunday morning stream?
Over 2,000. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be fun for you guys to be a part of setting a record? Like, how many people get to say I was a part of setting a record? Speaking of which, since we're killing a little time, I'm not sure if you saw that I put up a new award.
Ooh.
But thank you guys for voting for us in the 2024 Podcast Awards sports category at Fantasy Football Today. We are the champions, and you guys are a part of that. And now today you can be a part of setting a record for the most likes on an FFT YouTube stream. All you have to do is smash the like button.
Yeah. Of course, we could have no way to verify the record being broken, but I would say I don't think we've ever gotten to 3,000.
I think Thomas probably has a spreadsheet with like our top likes moments.
Views, yes. I don't know about likes. We're at 1.5 right now. We're waiting to get to 1.6 before we answer more. But if we get to, I think 2.5 would have to be a record. 1.6, let's do it. Tua or Lawrence?
Why do people keep talking about my strong masculine neck? It's not true, and it just seems mean to say it. I'm going Tua, and I'm going Harrison, and I'm going it's Ibuka and Harrison or McMillan and Flowers. McMillan and Flowers for me.
Why does it have to be?
Maybe, I don't know. I just answer the questions.
Who are your 2 favorites?
This week, it would be Flowers and Harrison.
Okay. I don't know. Why is it an insult to say you have a strong neck?
Because I think that they're maybe making a comment that I have a thin neck.
I don't think so. I thought
I have a long neck.
I thought it was a compliment. Oh, Sam Fender. There we go. You already updated your picture to me eating a banana. Good for you. Pick one in Superflex. Russell Wilson, Bryce Young, Spencer Rattler.
Bryce.
Javonte or Jonathan Taylor?
Taylor.
Yeah. I get it, but Jonathan Taylor. Adam, get a booster seat. Okay, not a bad idea. Quick story. When I was in college, I used to do the local UMTV, only people in the class basically watched it, news show, and I sat on a phone book. If you're too young to know what a phone book is, you can Google it. Pick a running back and a flex. We need Henderson, Judy, Javonte, J-Mo.
I think a lot of people think you sat on an Apple instruction manual. That's a phone book, right? One running back, one flex. So I will go Henderson and I will go Judy.
Okay. Chubb or Jennings? Oh.
Chubb.
Half PPR, running back and a flex. Walker, Mason, Sampson, Judy, Waddle.
Mason and Waddle.
Mason and Waddle. Okay. Higgins, Metcalf, McMillan, Brian Thomas Jr. Pick three. Are we to sit one?
I will sit McMillan.
Yeah. Sundays are for barbecues, not bananas. Want to come over and barbecue for me? That'd be great. Giraffes. Waddle, Javonte, Hollywood. Who we going with? Half PPR.
Do people eat giraffes?
I've never
had giraffe. I wonder. Half PPR, Waddle.
Javonte for me. What's the most exotic food you've eaten?
I have no idea how to even begin classic. When you say exotic, it makes me think like something fancy or expensive. And my answer might actually be squirrel.
Oh, no, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Frog legs.
I had ostrich. It was really good.
I've not had ostrich.
I liked it. I had the drumstick. Cheesecake is the best pie. Cheesecake is cake. Or do you think cheesecake's pie?
I would think cheesecake is pie.
That's interesting. I don't like cheesecake, but it would be the best pie because pie sucks. Tedderell McMillan or Dylan Sampson in non-PPR, Eagles D or Cowboys D?
Cheesecake can be considered a type of custard pie according to AI, so it's probably cake.
Yeah.
I would go, non-PPR?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but Quinshon Judkins is starting.
I thought he was playing 10 to 12 plays.
Yeah, he can still start. Starting doesn't really matter. But he's
I do not like that.
Sam, I am.
So non-PPR, I'm probably just going to say Tedderell McMillan now because you just scared me.
Yeah,
I still have Sampson higher.
All right. I'd go Cowboys. D.
I really don't understand why nobody's put money on the Eagles to move that line, and I would go Eagles.
What's the line again?
1.5.
So, and the Eagles are favored?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles defense really has some holes right now. Obviously they play without Jalen Carter in week 1. He's their best defensive player. So that's going to look a lot better. But safety, number 2 cornerback is a mess right now. And linebacker, they've got injuries and they've got people who aren't there from last year. So they're not the defensive juggernaut yet that they were last year. Let's see what else. Mike Evans, DeAndre Swift, and Tedderell McMillan. Pick one.
I would go with Evans.
Kamara, Myers, Pearsall, or Sutton. Pick 2.
Would be Kamara, and full PPR. I need to look. I may actually have Myers ahead of Sutton. What I would do is, if Brock Bowers is out, I would start Jacoby Myers. If Brock Bowers I know that. So I'd play Sutton and Kamara.
Oh, Danny B. What a tough one. Marvin Harrison or Abuka. Tough one is the Georgia thing, not the. I mean, this is not an easy one, but what
Harrison.
What a day of college football yesterday, man. That Notre Dame game at the end. That was such a hold. Got lucky. A&M.
You got a big win for Miami overcoming South Florida. They've been really good this year.
Yeah, it gets real this upcoming week. We got the Gators game.
Sorry, Thomas.
Well, look, Lagway got all of his interceptions out of the way. Threw 5 yesterday. Gators are good. The Gators are good for a 1-2 team. I know Thomas doesn't want to hear that, but they're a very talented team. Good defense. Jauan Jennings or Kayshon Boutte? Half PPR.
Yeah, I got to scroll down a little bit. I have Jennings higher.
Dylan Sampson, Ken Walker, or J.K. Dobbins? PPR.
I think you have to decide how scared you are by the Judkins starting thing. I'm going to say Sampson.
Njoku or Jawan Johnson? Full PPR.
Njoku.
We need 2 running backs in full PPR. James Conner, Tony Pollard, or Nick Chubb.
Wow, those guys might be back to back to back. You got a good problem to have because they're all in my top 20. I would sit Pollard.
Nick Chubb's in your top 20?
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that as Chuba. Connor and Pollard should start.
It might be. I mean, it says Chubb, but it seems so easy if it's Chubb to sit Chubb.
Yeah, I would definitely sit Chubb against those other 2.
Okay, fair enough. Travis Hunter or Tyrone Tracy?
Full PPR, I have Tracy. What did Tracy say that people were worried he was going to get in trouble for?
I don't know.
Okay.
He said something?
Something about 1-yard runs or something.
Oh.
I'd gotten a message about it and I didn't see it. And then I just brought it up to derail the
I
show.
know what he said. He said that they should have run the ball more when they were near the goal line because all they were doing was passing.
Yeah.
I have to do what's called, but I definitely said we needed to run the ball on the 1-yard line. I feel like everyone felt the same, whether it's offensive line, quarterback, running back, blah, blah, blah. You have to run the ball. Odunze or Hollywood Brown, Minnesota or Cowboys DST?
Brown and Vikings.
Yeah, agreed on the first part. Baker or Trevor Lawrence? He's old. Baker or Trevor Lawrence, and Etienne or Abuka?
Lawrence and Etienne.
Who do you think's older, me or Roger Federer?
Federer.
Oh, how much older do you think he is?
2 years.
3 years. He's 44. You all can figure out how old I am. Swift or Harrison at flex, full PPR?
So I will go Harrison.
Oh, yeah? How come?
Nope. I've got Swift 1 spot higher.
Yeah, Swift. It's a shame for Swift. Let's check his schedule.
I was pretty encouraged when Matt, I haven't talked about this in the show because it's been since I was on the show last. Matt Harmon shared his route tree and success rate, and it looked really encouraging for Harrison. It wasn't quite the same thing as it was kind of the same thing as the end of last year, but not the whole last year. Now, whether Kyler can start hitting in breaking routes might be another issue.
Exactly. Kyler really could have. Harrison could have had a really nice day. Abuka or DK?
I believe that I have DK higher, and I do. I believe.
I'm going to buy into this revenge game narrative. And not only that, they're missing 2 starters. Seahawks are missing 2 starters in their secondary. And their other starting cornerback, I don't even know if he's going to start because they were talking about benching him. So it looks like a good matchup on paper for DK Metcalf.
I didn't factor in the revenge factor at all, and he's still ahead of Abuka.
There you go. Oh, from South Africa. Hello. Pickens, Javonte Williams, or Pearsall, half PPR?
Javonte.
PPR, need 1. Abuka, Coleman, Sutton, Swift.
Swift.
Sutton for me. It's May or Penix?
May.
Another, the Vikings defense is super beat up, more so not in their secondary, although Harrison Smith isn't going to play. But all right, we'll go Drake May. I mean, it's not like Penix has a better matchup than May. Pick 2, Pearsall, Jamo, Hampton. funny picture there. Pearsall, Jamo, Hampton.
Yeah, so I've got Hampton at 12.5. I will go Pearsall and Hampton.
I don't know. Maybe it's not funny. I'm sorry if it's offensive. Jacoby Myers, Devontae Smith, pick one.
Man, looks like an expensive picture. You just ruined it. Jacoby. Devontae. I'm sorry. Man, you guys are asking some tough questions.
Yeah, right. Strange or Schultz or wait for Myers?
So do you have Bowers? Because if you have Bowers, I'm definitely waiting. If you don't have Bowers, I'm starting Strange.
Okay. Juwan Johnson, Ingram, Fannin.
Fannin, FOE.
Heath has an unremarkable ordinary neck. Chubb or Pacheco, PPR. Pacheco.
I have Pacheco.
Kane's rule, I agree. Hawkinson or Juwan Johnson, PPR.
I'm going back to Hawkinson this week.
I'm going to look at my FFT Open League real quick because I have Hawkinson there. And I'm not happy about it. And I'm already down by 24 points. That's great news.
Are you 1-0 or 0-1?
0-1.
Am
I making a change here? We got none of the guys that are like Henry's not available. Juwan Johnson's not available. Now we're going to stick with Hawkinson. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It is absolutely not a sandwich.
Well, it depends on if it has bread or not. It's not by itself.
If it has bread, it has a
sandwich.
bun. No, it's not
a sandwich for sure.
No, it's not. I've never gone to a restaurant where they've listed sandwiches and they put a hot dog there. It's never happened. Don't fact check that.
Harvey or 100% fact check
it. Harvey or Jennings?
That is Harvey.
The fact that the bun is connected, does that make it less of a sandwich?
You know, have you ever had an open-faced roast beef sandwich?
Yeah, I guess.
Does that have two pieces of bread?
Not a sandwich.
It's obviously on the menu called an open-faced roast beef sandwich.
It's just so people don't get confused, but it's not a sandwich.
It seems pretty confusing. It's only one piece of bread.
The definition of sandwich, there's no such thing.
Is meat in between bread?
Yeah, exactly. But in between two slices of bread, they're not connected like a bun. Like
I've never seen that. So a sub's not a sandwich.
It's unclear. No one knows. No one knows.
Clearly,
CBS broadcaster do you look like? Ooh, that's a tough one. Devontae Adams or Jaylen Warren?
Full PPR, Adams.
You look like the shirt, the undershirt, and the glasses are Dave Richard, right? Like Dave would wear that.
There might be a little Al Melchior there.
Oh yeah, I could see that too. Yep.
Miss Al.
Me too. Hill, Teteroa, Abuka, Pearsall. We need two.
I remember the first time you ever screamed at me after a podcast and Al consoled me. He was a nice guy. Hill and I go back and forth on Abuka and Teteroa McMillan. I have 1/100th of a point separating them in my projections. I'll go Abuka.
Okay. Ken Walker. Heath has this really great ability to talk about the decision as he looks up the projections and gives you the answer. It's very admirable.
Thank you.
Aaron Jones, Ken Walker, Abuka, standard scoring, guillotine league. I guess we just need one here.
I think like in a standard scoring league, my highest in the projections is Ken Walker. But in a guillotine league, I think you care more about floor. And so I would probably go with Aaron Jones.
I have this theory about Emeka Abuka.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable saying it on the air.
Okay.
But let's do it anyway. I think he's going to have a nice game today because of the Evans Stingley thing. But I also think I'm also just not worried about Godwin. I don't know. He'll have an impact. I'm not saying he'll have a zero impact, but for Abuka to come out and score 2 touchdowns in his first game after this offseason of hype, after Baker Mayfield raved about him, I think it's so impressive. I think people will look at the 6 targets and might be kind of turned off by the target share and whatnot. But didn't he just show something in his first game? I'm not selling Emeka Abuka. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, Jamey?
Selling him?
Yeah.
I think if you get a great offer, you should be selling him. I mean, look, there's an unknown, and we just do not know what's going to happen when Godwin comes back, to what level he's going to be back. We don't know how consistent Mike Evans will be at 32 years old. You can bank on Evans based on his track record, and that's fine. And you could obviously look and say Godwin's coming off a serious injury, required a second surgery, and now you have the superstar potentially in Ibuka. But I mean, if someone's going to offer you, let's just say right now, T. Higgins has another bad game, Ibuka goes off. Who would you rather have rest of the season?
Higgins.
So I mean, there's a number of scenarios where you're selling Ibuka. In a vacuum, no, you don't want to give up on him. I get it, but
I'm going to get off here now because Dave's back too and Jamey's here. But I did have a question for Jamey because I saw something similar in the chat. Jamey, is that the room where you scared Adam?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this. There's two very similar ones.
Have they cleaned the carpet?
I don't think Adam was in this one because he was in the corner.
Okay.
And this one's more straight ahead. So like you could see, I would see Adam coming in, right? You see over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like he was like this. So I had like a little bit of an angle where he wasn't paying attention.
Thank you for bringing that up, Heath.
I'm going to try to leave without ending the stream. Good luck today, guys.
You too, Heath.
Okay, guys. I'm going to throw some questions up, or if somebody wants to take over, Thomas, if you want to just throw some questions up. I just want to look something up in terms of rookie wide receivers. Thank you, Thomas. Go ahead, guys. You can do this without me for a bit.
Sure. Half PPR league, Ricky Pearsall, Jerry Jeudy, or DeAndre Swift. I'm going with Pearsall.
I am too.
Johnson, that's helpful. Jauan Johnson or Jake Ferguson, half PPR. I'm going with Ferguson.
I'll take Jauan Johnson.
DK Metcalf, Jaylen Warren, or Chris Olave.
We're done. Metcalf. Oh, you have to pick two.
Pick two.
Which Warren?
I'm going to guess Jaylen, but we can assume both. So Metcalf, Tyler Warren, or Olave, pick two.
I'll take Metcalf and Tyler Warren.
Okay, Metcalf, Jaylen Warren.
I'll take Metcalf and Olave.
Okay, I will take Metcalf and either Warren. Half PPR, Devontae Smith or Teteroa McMillan.
Oh, baby. Without Goddard, it's Devontae Smith all the way.
Yep, I would take Smith as well.
Right.
Justin Fields or Kyler Murray?
Fields.
Love Kyler Murray this week. I'll take Kyler.
All right, I'm going to go back the last 15 years.
Jordan Mason or Tyrone Tracy Jr.? Then we'll get to Adam.
In PPR, I think I would lean toward Tracy.
I'll take Mason. All right, Adam, show's yours.
Okay, the last 15 years, how many wide receivers scored more fantasy points, PPR fantasy points, than Emeka Ibuka in their NFL debut? I'll say in week 1, because like Odell Beckham, for example, didn't debut until week 5. But I'm just looking at week 1. Who scored more? You're not going to get it. So there's 3 guys.
Anquan Bolden?
That'd be before that. I could go back further. But
I'm sorry. What's the time frame?
15 years. So since 2010.
Since
11.
2010?
I'll go.
So we're not going to get it. So why try? Because clearly.
How many of them are there?
Oh, I got like hundreds and hundreds of receivers here, but the best rookie wide receivers in week 1, Marquise Brown scored 31 points, Allen Hurns 27, Stephen Hill 26.
Was there a Marcus Colston game?
And Emeka Ibuka 23.6 is number 4. So I guess that does show you that Marquise Brown, Allen Hurns, and Stephen Hill did not have great rookie seasons. I don't know what their stats were, but it is the 4th highest scoring week 1 for a rookie receiver. Number 5 is McLaurin. Number 6 is Galladay. 7 Cooks. 8 Puka. Maybe there's a better stat. Maybe we'll just look up yards or something. He didn't have that many yards, I guess. But my point
line
was,
up flock soon. You want to answer some questions?
I will. We'll go rapid fire. My
Please.
point was, oh wow, I didn't realize it's 12:50. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll go rapid fire. My point was, you don't want to give up somebody who just had like an amazing debut. Okay, here we go. Rapid fire. Adams or Sutton, PPR.
Sutton.
McCarthy or May?
Sutton. I'll take McCarthy.
Javonte, Travion Henderson, Jaylen Warren.
Henderson.
Fields or Herbert? 4-point.
Herbert.
Fields.
Ooh, 4-point Fields.
Need a running back and a receiver. Walker, Pacheco, Sampson, DJ Moore, Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown and
Walker. Brown for sure. It's the running back.
Brown and Sampson. Sampson easy.
Okay.
I guess Sampson. Don't feel
Would
great.
you drop Cup for Jerome Ford?
No. You can find somebody better than Ford.
Start 2 and half PPR. Waddle, Pearsall, Ken Walker.
The first two.
Okay.
Out on Walker.
Darnell Mooney, J.K. Dobbins, Keenan Allen, full PPR.
I think Allen is the safest of the three.
Lawrence or McCarthy, 4-point.
Trevor.
McCarthy.
Do I drop the other for a Bowers backup?
You could drop Lawrence for
Mayer.
T-Mac or Montgomery, PPR?
McMillan.
I have Laporta at tight end. Would you play Tyler Warren, Sutton, or Tracy at flex?
Oh, I see. So he's already
Sutton.
starting Laporta. I'd go Sutton.
You guys would start Laporta over Warren?
I would.
It's fine.
Hampton, Moore, Pearsall, PPR.
Pearsall.
Hampton.
Genty, Henderson, ETN.
I think I got to go ETN there.
It's 2. Start 2.
Oh, good. I would sit Henderson.
Yeah.
It says start them all, but we don't know who your other option is. But we like them all, but Henderson's last in that list.
Correct.
Tracy, Shakir, Dobbins, Harvey, Mooney, Tillman. Pick 2.
Tillman and Shakir.
Okay.
Tracy or Tillman, half PPR.
Tillman.
Devontae Smith over Travis Hunter. Start Smith here.
Yes.
Yep.
Tedero McMillan or Tony Pollard, PPR.
McMillan.
This is George Peterson. ETN or Devontae Smith? ETN.
Smith.
Oh.
I might take Smith. I
right.
love the track record without Goddard around.
Hawkinson or
Also,
Fannin?
his last 4 against the Chiefs have been good too.
I like Fannin over Hawkinson. I
He's
would take
played
that.
Yes.
He's played that many games against the Chiefs. Interesting.
I think 2 of them are Super Bowl.
Yeah. DeAndre Swift or Calvin Ridley?
I'd go Ridley.
I would go with Swift.
Lawrence we did that. Lawrence or McCarthy? Sorry. We didn't do this.
Trevor.
That was in 4-point. Pick 1. Harvey, Mason, Tillman.
Tillman.
Jamey, you're the man. Flex Ridley, Jaydon Mason, Quentin Johnston.
Jaydon.
I'll go Mason.
I'll take Ridley.
Sorry, there are just too many names and caps there. I'm lost. Ibuka or Jamison Williams?
J-Mo.
Ibuka.
Hollywood Brown or Pearsall?
I have Brown higher.
Pearsall.
Oh, not a lot of agreement today. That's not what
I don't have Brown higher. Give me Pearsall. They're back to back.
Okay. Adams, AJ, or Ibuka? Pick 2.
Said Ibuka.
Agreed.
Devontae Smith. Oh, we did that one.
Yep,
Hunter.
there's the out.
I mean, Devontae. Half PPR. J-Mo versus Rome.
Is J-Mo Jamison Williams?
Yeah, I think so.
Jamison Williams.
Bowers or Warren? Oh,
Bowers.
I'm going with the expectation Bowers plays.
Hollywood Brown or Javonte Williams? PPR.
Hollywood.
Is it Bowers' first Monday night game? I think it is.
I don't know.
No way, really? ETN or Tyreek?
He's been in the league one whole year. Did the Raiders play on Monday night last year?
I feel like they did. I feel like it was the week 2 when there were 2 games.
Maybe. ETN
I'll take ETN.
by a spot.
King of Chicago. Stick with Njoku or go with Jauan Johnson?
I'd go with
Njoku.
Jauan Johnson.
Would you say, Jamey?
Njoku.
All right, so split again there. 2 more. Quentin Johnston or Pacheco? PPR.
Quentin Johnston.
Dave checks his rankings. Pacheco.
And last one. What am I going to click on? Start 2 here. Oh, I can't end on this. Samson, Tootin, or Benson?
Sit Tootin and sit. I think Diggs is probably the better sit.
Start Rome. Yeah.
Oh, he's playing against Miami. Oh, Rooney.
Caleb or Tua?
Caleb.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you. Good luck. Talk to you about 7:30 p.m. Eastern after the 1 and 4 o'clock games wrap up. Let's go to 2-0 this week, everybody. See you then.